at least this is just a checkpoint trophy game where I don't really have to do anything. I mean, those games are kind of savage in a sense, but I quite like them because it just means it's another game I complete 100%, and it's just like, yay. Anyways, in the last episode, a ton of people died. Like, about 6 or 7 people died, and I just met them. So there's 7 parts to this episode. The 7 parts to this first episode, as it were, and I've done 2 bits. So I still have 5 more bits to do. I don't know how I'm going to space them out. So it's part 3 we're leading up to, and part 4. Let's go on with it.
Willing someday, I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first.
Nice horse.
I know you're not a criminal, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war.
You're the only family I have left.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
When I see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester's last words were, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you.
Duncan.
From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon...
Did I tell anybody else? I don't remember.
Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger.
This might be very, very difficult for you, right? I am barely paying attention to what's going on. I'm focused on the game, but I have no idea what's going on. Like, we got introduced to this guy called Lord Forrester, right? He died. He gave me this message to give to somebody, which I've now got. I don't know what's happening. Like, what is going on?
If you can, it will help. Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
See, I told you that Tony
Remember,
Stark was involved
you represent
in this.
House Forrester.
Iron.
Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Some uncle you are. Hey, Hagrid is still alive. I think.
Garrett, wait!
Okay, she's a lot younger than I thought she was.
Be safe.
You know, he sort of looks a little bit like Luke. I think it's Luke, at least, from The Walking Dead. There's a slight similarity between him and someone else. When I see you again, oh, hey, there's part 3 done. Right, part 4. Ethan. Wait, why are these children out here on their own? Is this Hansel and Gretel? Oh, you are kidding me. This is the new Lord?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
There's no way.
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself. I don't like this
If he
game
hides
anymore.
too well, how come you're facing the way that
something
where he's
happened
hiding?
to him. Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win.
Congratulations,
win.
your lordship.
Don't worry.
Wait, I just realised I'm
It's
playing as
just
another
a
character.
game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too.
I
But
wish
Mira's
Asher was
in
here
King's
too.
Landing and
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe.
Well, Asher.
Got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
Well, I must be like
He
13.
calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know.
Milk
But I know it's
sop.
not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught
Well, I'm
Roderick
not a
and
man. I'm a
Asher,
boy.
and he even
I'm
showed
a
me
kid.
how to fight.
I'm a
Properly, I
teenager
mean.
or whatever.
A lord should know how to fight.
Is this like
Do you
the
remember when
sword
we
in the
were younger?
stone? Like,
And we all used to play here. You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything.
Asher actually sounds
Promise me you
familiar.
won't be like that.
I recognise that
Please,
name.
just be you. I like you the way you are.
Thanks.
I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
This is a lot like Narnia.
since
Like
you're
we've
the
got a
new
lot
lord,
of relatives.
You can do
Similar
anything
relatives.
you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
Sweet.
Only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Honestly, the
What's the
graphics are
matter?
really questionable
Lord
in this.
Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with
Castellan.
us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
I genuinely don't know what to do. When they said like I'm young, but I thought I was like maybe 17 or something. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm just small.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather.
Whitehill.
I assume you
Thought it was
explained
white.
to Lord
No,
Ethan why they're
getting
here.
confused
Business with
chat.
Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The
You're very
Whitehills were
mean.
clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Asher is back. No, I doubt it. Is this Lord Whitehill?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord? You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they?
Again, I don't know
We're
what I'm
the
doing.
power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You
This is. Oh my gosh! I can't put that in.
You're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the
I had no idea
things would have been
this game
different between us.
was going to be this graphic with the
Our
language.
share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Oh, look who it is. Dwight. Is that right? Is that what his name is?
Your man, the squire.
No, it's not Dwight.
We
It's
were
the other
minding
guy.
our own business, keeping the king's
Kenneth
peace, as
or
his lordship here
Kevin
said,
or-
when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Ooh.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
Haha.
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll
Michael.
send him a raven
Big up
letting him
Lord
know a
Michael
Forrester man
Bolton.
killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You are so.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
He's a craven what? Is he craven justice? I should probably know what craven means, but I don't, so.
I was wrong about
Decency
your
or
son, my
diplomacy,
lady.
hey.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
I'm going to see
You
if
were
I can make
brave,
it
my
to
son. But we
episode
need to be braver
5.
still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee.
Yes, Ramsay Snow!
Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
I have no idea what's going on. Oh, that is
Your
nice.
sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. and Lady Marjorie's betrothal
How
to
is
the
she a
king may be enough
handmaiden?
to keep the bolters
Yeah,
at
everyone
bay,
else is a
if
lord or a
it's
lady or
presented
a
to
what?
her as it should be.
Oh, I'm playing as her now. How many characters do I get to play as? I like the look of oh,
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
that's how you spell
It once belonged to
Marjorie?
Lady Elena.
Well, I guess J's weren't such a big thing back then, were they? I
Ethan
don't
did this
know.
for me. Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
That's
It's a
nice.
strange place, Essos.
What's the point of that?
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city.
So far,
I
my
do
favourite
wish you and
character
Mother
is
could
Lord
come,
Forrester, and
although I
he's
know
dead,
it would
so...
be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
This is somewhat like Disney-esque, but you've got all
Wonders
this
made by man
horrendous language.
by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Does she know they're dead, or not?
King's Landing.
Yeah, how come you've been given this? Like, everyone else is living in luxury and you've just been blasted to this place. What's the point in that?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady.
Who had
I
air
didn't mean
for
to
you?
disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Are you a boy or a man? I don't really get what's happening.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
That's nice.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Queen
Cersei.
Cersei. What a name.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement.
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
You'd like to know. Forgive me if most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords
That's
and
what you
ladies.
are. That's why you're so dirty, right?
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
That's quite sad.
Good night, milady.
It's kind of mental, like the future's putting people out of jobs in a sense, but the past is giving people far too many jobs. Like, what we had just now is like
Lady
normal.
Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be
Wow,
time for us to
Marjorie.
talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
You look somewhere between Little Mermaid and Princess Leia.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you
Thank
know
you,
how
my
I
lady.
feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
I need your help, my lady.
Of course, and I will help you in any way I can. But there's another matter we must attend to first. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring
Is it
you
just
to
the
her.
painting,
I wouldn't
or is
ask
she
this of you if it were
genuinely
not
like dirty?
important.
I'm seeing like dirty
I
marks
cannot
all over.
afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Like, look at her arms. The filthy. Look at her neck. You look like an owl.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel...
Good luck.
Oh, you do talk. I don't think you like me very much. This feels way more like the Avengers right now. There's the throne. The famous throne. The thing I know.
You can do this.
It's Peter Dinklage. The only character I recognize.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Tyrion, right.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel.
Oh, come on.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For
She's
centuries,
horrible.
the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her
Oh,
loyalty
come
wavers
on.
quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Good grief, this is slaughtering me.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of us. But I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another
Why are you
house.
so evil?
I
You're like an
imagine
evil
you'd do
stepmother.
almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose.
What the heck is
Can we
that?
truly blame those who end up on the wrong side? Our
What did
dear
that
Marjorie
say?
here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault
Seven?
her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Are you married? What is your
Loyalty can be such
relationship?
a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves.
How do I say
Pretending to be
Marjorie?
something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she?
I don't actually
The most
understand what's
dangerous
happening.
handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My
Her
sense
face
is
has
this
put me
girl
off,
will
it's
say
so
almost
evil.
anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
It looks like a face you make on The Sims. Like a very
I'd like
angry
a word
face.
with you, if I may.
What is wrong
Of
with you?
course, Your Grace.
Hey, Tyron. I forgot. Awesome.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport.
Tourney?
Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences.
Oh, your sister and brother.
She takes great
Right.
pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We
Is
must
that
find
actually
our amusements where we
Peter
can.
Dinklage speaking?
She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
Nice.
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner.
Sansa?
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Nice. I don't understand. I'm gonna keep saying that. Like, I'm just... Game of Thrones just is not my thing. Is the end here yet?
Mira, I was worried.
Oh, she's Mira.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rough. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons.
Ninth-born
Sir
sons.
Jamie, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie
That's a
can make
lot
the
of
right
grapes.
introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Nice.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Probably horrible.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I don't want to be queen, no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen of
It's
the
kind of
7
sick you would
kingdoms.
just marry him because
I might
you want
even allow you
power,
to be my
not because you
handmaiden.
love him. That's just... ugh.
Let's see.
It's not right.
Who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
That's a weird thing to say.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was...
Is this for
rather
effect? She's
disappointed by your
filthy.
display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
She's filthy too, honestly.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
The best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
What?
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought
If a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Is Sarah a good person or a bad person? I cannot tell. This is a long episode. That's the end, right? Gotta have a trophy. I'm gonna have to cut this. I thought I was gonna get number 5, but no. I'm gonna have to cut this. So, that's the end. Until next time, whatever play. Bye.